Hello everybody! Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy! Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, noon, night, or in the world. And as per usual with these particular games, I'm joined by the roommate, Ronan. Hello. And we're going to continue when we last left off with Trials and Tribulations, Episode 5, Bridge to Turnabout, starting the trial, finally. Also,
Kitty, we has tiny chocolate chip cookies.
if it looks like I'm slapping him, I'm not really slapping him, it's like the gentlest of slaps. Well, hello again! Hello, Jesse Roo.
Dino. You good?
Yep. They're a little bit dry.
Well, yeah, they're gluten-free.
I know. I'm not used to it. We are playing some Phoenix Wright today. We're doing some voiceover work. Alright. February 9, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby Number 1. Welcome to the shenanigan that is Phoenix Wright. If you've never played this game, it is a attorney game.
It's a whodunit.
With a, like, visual novel-esque type style, but also a figure out what the fuck happened to the people that died. No!
My cat tries to steal food every time you eat it.
I know.
The second it leaves the bag, he tries to stink it from your hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I forgot. I have to voice her. Give me a second. Mm-hmm. We're having the biggest kitty distractions in the world. Yeah, exactly.
That is my cat in a nutshell. He is a raccoon.
We dub him the raccoon for...
If he had opposable thumbs, then he would just hold the, food above his head and run away.
Boop. Mum. Kitty! Yeah, you. You gonna leave me be? You gonna bug Dad? Or are you just gonna lie down?
Just gonna lie down.
Oh my goodness, he's actually gonna lie down. Alright.
I just looked directly into the light.
Oh no.
Oh my. Mr. Larice feels that way about me?
Alright, it's Edgeworth.
It's Edgeworth.
Forgot.
I think I got them all low. Nice.
Every emotion my cat can feel. I love this one where they're just kind of bouncing up and down. Boing, 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 boing. Leave my cookies be, you fuck! Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. I was just gonna say, excuse me! This is no time to be embarrassed.
The first one is my actual cat. Nice.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Yes, well, you're in here for extreme things right now. I don't think you need to worry about someone being flirtatious. Oh, worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Get him, Edgeworth!
Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today?
No. I believe that nun will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
And yes, this particular character's name is Sister Bikini.
Because why not?
Because why not?
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. The fuck is that? Oh, it's a velociraptor. That is very much my cat.
That's also your snake.
Yes. That's all of my pets when they realize I have food. You can't get into it. Calm down. You can't even get into the packaging. Relax.
You say that, but motherfucker went through the bread packaging.
But that's a softer plastic.
Yeah. Smacking Mrs.
Bikini
Bikini's bottom. Bikini Bottom. Oh dear.
Oh!
Where doesn't the pineapple? Under the sea, anyways.
I just want to ask you one last time, before you eat a cookie. Why eat it right before you're about to speak?
I'm gonna shove it in my cheek.
That doesn't change the fact that people can... Why didn't
That's
you
okay.
say your line, then eat it?
Well, my line wasn't there.
You didn't know that. You were like, I'm probably going to speak. I don't care.
Alright.
It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunim, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes.
Right in the back of my throat.
you are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed,
Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements.
There's so many little ones.
I see.
Iris. Yeah, there's no point you're not going to have to talk.
Yep.
It's Phoenix Wright.
I know.
I'm not bringing snacks next time.
Yeah.
It's a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I'm a defense attorney.
See there. I don't care if there's comes. I can get rid of the matter.
A defense attorney's job is to believe in people and believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend once told me.
Mr. Edgeworth,
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I'm fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
very well, sir. I'll leave my defense in your capable hands.
Oh god. I'm gonna need more water. Because I know who the prosecutor is.
Yeah, you told me.
Yep. February 9, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7.
There he is.
There he is! Different judge.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of... How the fuck do you say it? Hazakura Temple.
Yep.
Oh dear god, it's strange to see him there.
Right?
The defense is ready, Your Honor. What the fuck is happening? I shouldn't be here. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. Waiting on you. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecutor in this case.
Prosecution.
Prosecution. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time.
Sneeze.
What?
I heard the cat.
An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecution has no confidence in their ability to prove their case.
Can we get this judge more?
It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant...
Ah, there she is. The prosecution.
Why is it question marks? We know who this bitch is!
We know who this bitch is!
The prosecution stands ready.
How do you not know who she is? You... whatever. And you are.
How would he know?
It was the last time when we ran in.
He does not know her.
You're telling me out of all the shit that's happened in this courthouse, he didn't once hear about Franziska von Karma.
Might not have context from face to name.
Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? I heard your dad was a psychopath. Perchance you wouldn't be, be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma.
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma.
That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case. I haven't done her in a hot while. Ooh.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. What are you doing?
He's nesting.
You're making a nest? Okay, you're fine. I love how as soon as I look at him, he's like, I'm done. I'm not kicking things around anymore. Are you fine? Took some time to make that. He gets so annoyed. He needs to make a nest out of the bedding, but when he's unable to, he starts to get frustrated and like angrily moving them around just to be like, be a bed.
Buddy.
Silly dog.
You read this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm almost certain I've seen you somewhere before, or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say about my memory of this man?
There is no such weakling as this man among those at the prosecutor's office.
There isn't? But I'm sure once before... Ow!
I told you, there is no such weakling.
What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. At least one of them finally said it.
Yep.
Bailiff, remove that whip. Good gods, I'm still not used to hearing Edgeworth say hold it. It's weird. It's strange. I have no objection to that. It doesn't matter if you have an objection. It's against the fucking law, and the judge does. The judge don't like it, so shut your face. You don't? The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. That has nothing to do with law and order in a courtroom. You should know this!
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. That's probably the weirdest part, is me saying Miles Edgeworth, because usually she says Mr. Phoenix Wright. Looks like proper Xehanort. You're right. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Histrionics.
Histrionic.
Hello to the bad German accent. Fuck my life.
Fuck my life, the German accent, the fair. Oh, you would be saying piff and poof.
Oh yes,
instead of Chip and Dale.
The two animated chipmunks, Piff and Poof.
Or no, I believe it's Sweden where they say that.
Yeah, I think it was Sweden.
Allow me to add to things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my courtroom. I like this guy. He actually has a backbone.
Yup. The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Well, fuck you too. Very well, Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
I love this judge. The murder victim is a famed picture book author, Miss Elise Donim.
Also, forgive for any flies going around. We basically, there was a bag of potatoes way at the back of the fucking pantry that we didn't know about. One day there were no flies. The next day there were flies everywhere.
I get more fruit flies in my room, but
there's house flies just went nuts.
Yeah.
So if you see little black fly,
don't mind.
Yeah, they'll die off eventually, but oh my god. We got rid of the bag and they just went pfft.
Yep. And you chuck it out tonight there. This is Thursday. The body was found in the Hazakura temple courtyard. She has been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. Trying to do a German accent is hard.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
I'm sure the only way that the German accent could be better is if I was playing like Wolfenstein.
What was... Oh, it was Yakuza where I started doing that.
Yeah. Crime scene photo added to the
more
court.
Croatian or something like that, because I was trying to do the Dark Den.
Probably. There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Arias. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
At least I was attempting Croatian, but I miss Croatian Kiryu. Where is Lao Enriquea?
At some point we gotta continue Yakuza.
Yes, we do. Very well. I just did the regular judge.
Yep.
Rings!
You're Canadian! Stereotypical Canadian!
How does one Canadian?
How does one Canadian, Derry?
His face, though.
They probably just use the same, like, model as the regular judge, but with less facial hair.
It confuses me. Please bring this witness to the stand. Stand!
Stand!
Please bring this witness to the stand. Canadian judges, uwu fan. Bro's a fucking furry.
Yep.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
Oh well. That I did that way too well. Help me. Somebody give her a box. She's shorter than I thought.
Yeah, she's tiny.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
Hold on there. I'm not.
There we go.
Excuse me. Hold on there. I'm not sure about I'm not sure about being not sure if I care at all for this at all. Want to try that again there, bud? Excuse, I got a freaking burp, but then it makes me feel like I need to barf. He works up way too much air.
Yep.
Witness, please stand up, nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
There we go.
Right?
I didn't realize that last time.
Yeah.
Once again, your name and occupation, please. Fuck, what voice did I give her?
Silly old lady.
Silly old lady. Little old me. Well, I'm the head nun of the Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
My owl eyes are active. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now.
The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment.
What does that have to do with...
Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once.
How is a bikini lecherous? What? I was asking about bathing suits, not wholesomeness of the fucking... Get out. You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikini in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
I've gotta run, but I'll try and get back later. Hope you have a great stream. Okay, see you in a bit.
Bye!
See you later, either way.
Bye-bye!
In any case... Witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right.
Rainbow kitty butt.
Yep.
I still can hardly believe myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
There's no way she could possibly do that thing I saw her do.
Right.
Let's hear what you have to say then. First, tell me about your about your own movements that night, eh?
And this is why we gave him the Canadian voice. Night of the murder.
Well, I mean, he's canonically Canadian because no other country gets fun of for saying a boot.
Yep. Plus his beard is his hockey season beard.
Exactly.
That night I was helping the acolyte with her training in the inner temple. But, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There was no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak.
That reminds me, I need to shower after this.
So do I.
Why didn't you say that earlier? Then one of us could have gone before.
I left to bring Jesse.
Yeah, I know. Why didn't you say you needed to shower? Then one of us, I could have done that while you were gone, and we could have had more time.
I didn't fucking think about it. I didn't know you needed a shower later.
I'm going to a party tomorrow. Of course I got a shower.
I can probably shower tomorrow, it's not a big deal.
It was after I had finished that, just as I was heading back, then that's when I saw it.
What was the context we changed with her that made it absolutely horrible?
I do not remember.
We made a sex joke, but then it, like, because of the way they were talking, it carried over, but with, like, 3 scenes.
Yeah, I don't remember. Off the top of my head, it's been a good couple of weeks to a month now.
Mm. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple?
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
Okay.
I just had flashbacks to the Lana and, what's her sister's name?
Lena and Lana Sky?
Lena?
Pretty sure it's Lena. Do I have the wrong name?
Lana is one of them.
Yes.
Lena, I don't remember being a name.
Look it up. I don't know. 2, 3.
Emma.
Emma Sky. Fuck. Where the fuck did it? No, I know where I got Lena. I got Lena from fucking Supergirl. That's what happened.
Hi, buddy! Oh, stretch.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
My goodness. Present.
It was Emma and Lana Sky. I'm getting flashbacks to that one because of how much I fucked up with Edgeworth. So many mispronunciations and stumbling my own words. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all. Oh god. I hope no one ever gets me as a fucking... This is our witness! Well, I can't remember shit, unfortunately, and I have face blindness, so I don't know who did what.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I am a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of the Hazakura Temple.
What does that have to do with remembering things? And why does speaking with an English accent with something in my mouth turn me into a chav?
You're not wrong.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something. I'd like you to explain something for me. the discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. You're reading the ingredients.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what's making it so dry, but I think it's the potato starch.
Potato starch or rice. Anything with rice in it will dry it. Both very absorbent.
I don't see any... Oh, no, there it is. I was like, I don't see any of the rice flour, but no, it's there. It's just been torn.
Ugh, so much air. Brain! I have to burp, and I cannot burp. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back. She went back and stayed at her room. She went back and stayed at her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
I didn't even have enough time to say anything as Sister Bikini. That's okay. A defendant's out of witness. Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. Fuck you.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason. That's a different fucking accent.
I cannot believe she would lie.
Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Why?
All people lie. That is my belief.
Well, unfortunately, beliefs aren't facts. Why am I the only one being whipped in here when I specifically asked for that to be removed? Anyway, I guess I don't care about my own self-preservation anymore. Neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question.
Dear, dear, dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game.
Well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Everyone's brain starts to go bad as they get old. It's just how shit works. Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of this I didn't question shit! The memory of this witness? You need to show me more decisive piece of evidence. I didn't question her memory. You did. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick. Hello, Mr. Plain. Then please... Why did I almost continue with Edgeworth? Brain. Then please add your comments about Iris in the testimony. And let us return to the cross-examination.
Dressed exactly as she had been at dinner, except she does not have a hood.
Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct?
Of course. There's a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute. Hood is right there. Why do you have that?
That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should... Oh, that's a fucking tongue twister. Fuck that.
Uh-huh.
Then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. Try and say that.
Then the iris she saw should have been missing this
With the accent.
The iris that she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Something's wrong with me.
Uh-huh. Well.
It's not a bad feeling. Not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Shit, they were right about me.
Sister, this hood. You have a spare one around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange. Why? Oh. Mao. Later.
Oh, nah.
Not now, Nat. I was sitting here like, no, Frumpkin, not food time, and then I realized it was you, so I was just like, no, not food time, Nat.
No, it was Opie actually, and then
Oh,
Opie.
you just reacted to him?
Yeah.
I thought I was just talking to you while you meowed at him.
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
Contradictum.
Contradicting.
I'm sorry to break this to you. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human's heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness! Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. I kinda have to. You must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with going along with this.
Well, you're a fucking... You're the witness!
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have showed the fuck up!
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
Whoa, what have you done? Lies down in defeat. Something fell, don't know what to do. Boom.
Lay down.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. Those poor plants.
After my bath. I finished my bath at around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. As I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and... Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise. And it was that sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room which faced out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
Y'all are violent as fuck, aren't you? You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court, too.
Whipping?
In court. I can brain. And me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that. This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. Hey, Gumshoe can be creative. He made the blue motherfucking badger.
I would like the fool if... I would look like the fool if... Jesus Christ. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Jesus Christ.
Why are you hurting the cat? He did not do anything wrong. Sit your butt. Sit your butt down. Right now. Or I boop you. I boop your butt. Lie down on the bed.
Next lie down.
Lie down. Thank you. Frumpkin's like, "Ah." Hi, bud.
Hi, buddy.
What's with the ear?
Probably hears Opie or Nat.
You can come over. You can make a choice.
He chooses to stare like a weirdo.
I have to stare and twitch my ear. You can move.
He always does this. He goes super slow.
There you go. Hello.
Hi, Frumpy.
There is Kitty.
You now have a kitty distraction. Or kitty that wants my attention. Hi.
Drunk kitty face.
You want to come lay here?
I want your cookies.
And anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. I can't see past the cat. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
Here, I'll bring this higher up.
There we are.
There we are.
I can read.
After my bath. Alright,
Smoosh.
Cause loss of blood from stab in the back. Body fell after death.
Smoosh. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do! My brain is something else, especially in winter. Alright.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. You don't need cookies. They've got chocolate. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report. That
Yeah.
was not really Von Karma, but whatever.
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
Ah.
That's right. It says after death right here. So if we all pay attention to the fucking paperwork, maybe we'll figure it out. This, the scene the witness claims to have seen is... Yes, I said that correctly. It's because of the two different versions of scene. I was like, huh? Scene and scene? It just messed me up. I didn't...
Oh. Don't mind me.
If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Ugh.
Order! Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion.
What is this stretch? The cat is like half stretched over the keyboard. Just enough to be in the way.
I knew this was gonna happen. He's been doing this for a while where he just wants to cuddle with me. Hi.
That's how cats work.
Yep.
I knew your cat was gonna be a cat.
I'm waiting for him to lie fully down.
No, I gotta take 5 minutes.
There we go. There it is. There it is.
Loaf mode.
Loaf mode on my lab. That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room.
Why are you petting me?
I seriously.
So I adopted him a while back in 2019. And since he was a kitten, when he falls asleep, he needs to reach out and touch someone and pet them to feel secure. He's on her lap, but reaching over to me and just touching me with both of his paws.
You are a lovable little goof.
Like, Dad, I need you to hold my hand while I fall asleep.
And she was then thrown out her window into the courtyard below.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Mr. Nim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Why?
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
I detect bullshit, but okay. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the court... Listen here, you.
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this. As I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood?
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed.
That doesn't mean there's no fucking blood when you put it in. Indeed. With the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on... Not quite, but sure. Phoenix Wright logic. It acts like a lid on the wound.
Well, it acts like a plug. It still bleeds a little bit, but not really a lid. Depending on the fucking wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't... No, that's just not true!
There would be some bleed, not as much as if you take the whole fucking thing out and just let it...
There wouldn't be much bleeding.
But there would still be bleeding.
That statement is incorrect, sir.
Hi, Nix.
I want to be pet too! The biggest sook in the world.
The two sooks. The cat that's in my lap that just wants pets. And the other one that just wants pets, but is also jealous.
When Frumpkin gets attention. As soon as Frumpkin gets attention, he's like...
I just realized I never changed my title screen.
Good job.
Oh well. Sorry.
A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
We have come to the conclusion then. The victim was thrown out the window with the sword still in place. This removes all the contradictions.
He needs to yawn, but he can't. He's doing that like...
Hey, buddy.
Order, order, order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma.
He's so content.
She locates and takes control of every vital point, as does the cat. Boop. Boop. Boop the snoot. It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Prove. You good? He excite, he detect foods. Oh god! Run for your life! Oh god. because Frumpkin looks like he's about to fucking yeet himself at the dog, so of course he's worried.
It's like,
You thinking about it, buddy? You twitchy? Please don't eat me.
that was definitely a please don't eat me face. Oh. Okay, bud. Right in the nostril. Boop.
What are you doing?
Nate's like, what are you looking at? I don't get it.
Cat sees a demon in the corner, I guess. My dog is afraid of whatever he's looking at. And no matter how much we boop my cat's nose, he just doesn't respond.
And he's like,
My dog is thinking he's gonna... He's like, why is he looking at me? He's not looking at you. He's looking past you. He's looking through you. Are there ghosts in the room, bud?
hi, Nick. You're okay.
He's gonna eat me.
He's gonna eat me! Oh my god. Did you read this one?
Remove all supposition from your part and tell us only the facts, please.
Cat, what are you doing? Kitty, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hi. What ghosts do you see?
What a goober cat.
Witness, please. Remain standing on the creek.
Don't go selling me short now.
I mean, you don't need any help there.
The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I don't know about that.
We can make it sexy again.
I don't think she would make it sexy. I think she would make it super painful. And probably not the way she likes it. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
With the whip.
Oh boy. Alright, alright. Don't trust the whip cracking prosecutor, please.
You're going to get the shit beat out of you. Do not do this. Bikini, please.
Further details. When I looked, that is not her fucking voice.
When I looked across the scene.
When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I'd never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? When I awoke, Mystic Amy was stabbing Mystic Elise in the back.
This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection.
Which is why you will be miserable for the rest of your life.
Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska Von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that.
Nice city, cozy boys.
That's so impressive.
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right! Some of it splattered on Iris, too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? He's just falling asleep in court.
What?
Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further?
Yes.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now, you say you saw the victim bleeding. I feel like I misread something.
There was little bleeding, and now there's just bleeding.
Yes, I'm wondering if I misread a part, is all.
Maybe? I don't think you did, but...
Okay.
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw.
Anything that has repeating words is just like, huh?
Right.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed.
Maybe.
But I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Maybe doesn't really help. First you say you see her get stabbed, then you say you kinda see her get stabbed because it's already in, the thing's already in her. Now you only see pulling it out. Pulling the sword out.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like came out. Displeased with...
Why are you so fucking... Gah!
Gah!
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
Was the moment of death important? Yes, that dictates whether or not you are a worthy witness.
Oh, now you're all calm.
Not with those tail flicks, he's not.
No.
This is what he does right before zoomies. He power naps. And then he just energizer bunnies all over the house. Boop, boop. Neither of them care.
Nope.
More important than you can imagine.
So the blade, clinch. So the instant.
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar.
I'm not a liar.
But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
Right.
What contradictions are you talking about?
Pretty privilege at its finest. In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, that still messes with me. The weapon was thrust up to the hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean? Never mind!
Explain yourself.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this?
Oh, to the hilt.
I mean, it's sharp on the inside of them as well, so it would just, with enough force, it would just drag things through the other side. It would be a horrible way to go.
Yeah, but there's not that much blood that it would have pierced all the way through.
No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I so choose.
Uh-huh. Sure.
He's like, shut up. Judging stance.
Yep. Regardless of what you do in the bedroom. I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out so smoothly.
That's...
You would literally push the organs out the other side and drag them back. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in the body, it acts as a plug of sorts, unless the other side is also open. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
that's nothing more than conjecture.
That's biology, bitch.
In reality, the victim was stabbed with the Shinshishito. Did I say that right?
I believe so.
Did I say that right? As Von Karma of all fucking people? Alright. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
What planet do you live on? I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction. You're not fucking done talking? You still got more? This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ah.
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No. Of course, now that my hair is growing out, it's like tickling my nose.
You'll have to use some pomade or something.
Yeah. Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
What does all this mean? You've proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer. Answer?
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was a roly-poly kitten. He just gave up on life.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going full nap mode.
Was not the she... Oh yeah, you said Shinshishito. So there's no N.
Right.
Because the first time you were saying Shishi, but it's Shichi?
Shichishito.
Yeah. Was not the Shichishito. Oh, that's strange with his accent.
Right? With any accent, it's like, try to do this Franziska von Kramer, the Shishichicho.
Shichi-shit!
Shishi!
Shishi!
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish minds of foolhardy foolish fools. I've not done her fool shenanigans in a while, holy moly.
You need to learn another word, Von Karma. Please.
That is her fucking catchphrase at this point, Jesus Christ.
Is it?
Anything to do with foolishly foolish fools, and they'll just carry on with different
Anything to do
variations with the word fool.
Then anything to do with the word fool, you mean?
Yes.
Let's examine this again. I didn't...
Oh. I thought you finished it.
No, I just started it, you booped his nose, and then you clicked away!
Sorry! Well... This is because Mystic Amy was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. Oh! Oh! I can speak some days. Oh!
Sometimes.
It influenced us to believe that Shishito was the murder weapon. Oh! I shouldn't even bother trying to talk as him.
Especially if he says order and then you know Francisca's gonna fucking do something.
Bailiff! Get her!
So maybe the Shishichito.
Shichi.
Shichishito.
There you go.
There's no way I can say with
No, you did it.
I know, but I did without the accent.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try with the accent. Was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything.
Apparently she saw it incorrectly.
She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. I started almost in an English accent. Alright.
That can change the entire context of the situation. You dumb fuck! That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth, please, logic. If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. He is dead to the world. Trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
Convenient.
What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was just over there.
Da?
Oh.
Are you a strange boy?
Yes, he is.
Hyper Papo.
Cooper.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then. I think we need to hear a testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible.
Now you know how Phoenix feels.
Fly, go away. What else? What else could this old woman have seen?
Location of the weapon. I saw the murder weapon at around 11 p.m. and after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but only less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon in Eagle River and came back while it was knocked out? Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know. Like every time. Please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best shape. What with my back and age, you know.
Good God.
Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate.
Hello, Mickey.
Here is a photograph.
Hello.
Snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. Except there's something wrong with the tracks, but okay. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
Okay.
I'm getting caught up in my mind about chores. I admit this photograph proves something. proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two set of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back.
Ah! You're right! You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge was erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, does it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in... I went full on the other way. Alright. Is there a flaw in her theory?
In her theory?
How did Irish come into that?
No fucking clue. There is a contradiction. Because of course there is.
I'm so tired. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory.
Almost done.
However, Miss Von Karma, that's impossible.
Would you care to explain
No.
why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
I can swap it for another if you prefer. No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon... the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Snow until 10:50 p.m. Yeah.
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course. This means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report from 4 Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. Hi. Get your claws off of me. The weather report? You're a Canadian. You should know everything about this. Your life depends on it some
The
nights.
camera is shaking so much because the cat is licking himself.
Stop it.
Offense!
I booped his shoulder and he just... Stop it. Bugging the camera out. I'll just glare at the ghosts again.
Boop.
You're a shitty boy.
Smoosh.
Like, damn it, humans.
For some reason he loves like chest rubs.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Sniff, sniff.
Troll. Alright.
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It's impossible for any tracks... There you are. made after that time to have been covered up. Nix.
Leave him.
Nix.
Ah!
Up. One touch. You leave the garbage. Order, order. Very well then. Looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Oh, please make a bunch of shitty weather puns.
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things.
I will rely on whatever I need.
Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
No, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data.
Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh? You, Nix. What are you doing? What? How did she pull that off? It had stopped snowing at the Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. We need to provide conclusive evidence of this. I've come this far. There's no turning back now. I said no tinning. That's the second time I've done that with his accent. No turning, but for some reason it comes out no tinning. There's no tinning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Ha! You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Not really. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Nix. Leave cats alone. Up! Ultimately, it comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That is right. That's right. But proving that is...
incredibly easy. If we want to know whether or not it was if we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. I think I just called it a crime scene.
I'm not sure.
Words.
Because I think my brain, if you did
It reversed.
mess it up, my brain just auto-corrected
Yeah.
what you just said naturally.
As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is...
You're not that dumb. The victim herself, Miss Elise Donim, has no fucking snow on her. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed. That's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be two sets of tracks. Fucking voices.
Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
I'm suggesting the exact thing I stated. I'm not suggesting anything, I'm making statements! To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but... This is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. You good?
Yeah, I'm stretching. My back hates me.
I mean, with this weather, I'm not really surprised.
Oh my god.
flip-flop weather of death. Jesus Christ.
Flip-flop weather of death.
Yep. Oh.
Nix, are you still bothering the cat? Thank you.
There we go.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
He keeps jumping up, as I tell him to, and then as soon as we're back to it, he goes back on the ground and bothers them.
Yep.
This is something I would like you to stay consistently with, please. Then when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, hailed to fly. The snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Did you get a fly?
Fruit fly. Yum.
Fucking protein there, eh?
Blech. Again, more hmms.
Can I say something? This all sounds a little bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder. Which can only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on Hazakura side of the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
That's a good way to not die, yes. That sounds about right.
But what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have failed to see it, sister.
Gaslight me further, bitch!
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. Ugh.
That's what we need for our next meal. Bok choy!
The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
It had been there prior. But that... it's impossible! Poor Edgeworth. Order in the court. What does all this mean? Stop yawning! I need to speak! Brain. So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. I'm exhausted. My brain, I can feel it just draining. It's on the last bit of battery.
We're almost done. I checked.
All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. After all the time you've had in court, you'd be... how are you, like, surprised by the amount of shit you can kick up with one thing?
Right.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
Yes, I've got nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. A witness, huh? Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that.
You're correct.
Unless they had something really important to do.
Important to that person.
That's a shame. Hold on. I know an idiot.
I know the perfect idiot.
Something's coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us. Really?
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
That did not sound like Bon Karma, but whatever.
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But if there's one thing I can bet on, it's how dumb he is in these circumstances. But there are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are... First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being...
This individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside in that on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Can you press the enter?
The enter.
The enter button.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about?
Well, the idiot we're talking about is the one clear fucking idiot. By the name of Larry Butts.
This guy must be the product of a Jean-Luc...
Jean-Luc Deladux.
Whoo! Guide to the obnoxious French painting! Okay!
I just realized something about Larry's face.
Huh.
He kinda looks like Adam from Has-Been. With
You
his
think?
when his face is revealed.
I don't...
Like similarity is not exactly the same, but similar.
I'm not personally... I know what he looks like. I've seen him. I don't personally see it, but... Yeah, I know... I've seen the show multiple times.
Kind of, just not as crazy.
I don't see it. This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Donim. Your student? Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder?
That was just fuzz.
Yeah, that one wasn't even a bug.
No, that was
Just floof.
that's cat floof. Honestly, probably from there or there, considering the freaking cat likes to throw it on everything.
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 That's... I could tell them about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist.
Sure.
He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
I just realized I don't think Franziska ever met Larry.
I'm unsure. I'd have to go back through recordings to see.
Yeah.
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately. Okay.
I have no choice, do I?
Nope. I believe he's in the gallery brain, for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well. Larry, you may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess. To be continued.
Next time.
Yay! I can finally have a cookie.
Yeah, I don't think... Oh, I'm trying to remember if Larry ever shows up in the second game, because that's the game that Franziska's the prosecutor, right? So... I'm trying to remember. There. Leave that there. But I don't think so. Alright, we're gonna end this here for tonight, and we'll save this for next week. Or next time, depending on what happens next Thursday. So thank you everyone who's been watching us tonight. If you enjoyed it, and you have not done so already, you can always follow me on Twitch so you know the next time I pop online. I do have a YouTube channel if you wish to see the previous VODs I've done in the past, including previous VODs for this game. That's all again down below in the link in the description.
Yes, we're almost done, bud.
And for the people on YouTube who see this later on, if you want to see the videos live, you can always pop on over to the Twitch channel. Link is in the description of every one of my videos. If not, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know next time a new video pops up. Also, the roommate has a Patreon. He is the person that made my banner and my logo.
I want to update them though.
Yeah. So if you wish to support him in any way, shape, or form, his Patreon is down below if you wish to do so.
Shout out to my new patron. You're cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for supporting me. It's all nice.
Besides that, thank you very much for watching us tonight. Till next time. Bye, guys!